sound like
എന്ത്
ये दूसरा प्रेस कर दूसरा
ഇത് പറഞ്ഞു
अच्छा है ज़्यादा नीचे नहीं हो सकता
കൈ പറഞ്ഞു बराबर है
सामने ज़रा सामने लैपटॉप
हाँ थोड़ी बंद हो गया जाओ
बॉटल लेके Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening to one and all. Good evening to Brickman Jacob. Good evening to all and sundry. This is a very unprofessional spoken English trainer from Learn English with KMD.A platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. I'm back again. I'm live again. I'm sitting in front of you in flash. All you gotta do is one very simple job. You need to work. Answer a very simple question of mine in order to get connected with me live today for the next an hour. How are you people doing today? The answer is, I'm doing pretty well, thank you very much. What about you? Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening to every magic of you. Good evening to every magic of you. Good evening to one and all. Good evening to every magic of you. Good evening to all and sundry. How are you people doing today? The answer is, I'm doing very well, thank you very much. What about you? This is a very unprofessional spoken English trainer from Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. How are you people doing today? Thank you very much, Mamta. Hello to you too. Good evening, Mamta. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty well, thank you very much. What about you? Irshad Muhammad. So, good evening, Mamta. Thank you very much for joining me today. Really appreciate you joining me. I am doing fantastic, sir. What about you? I'm doing fabulous. I'm doing pretty well. Thank you very much, Mamta. I'm in the pink of my health. By the grace of God Almighty, I'm keeping up well. I'm in fine fettle. I am doing fabulous. I'm as fit as a fiddle. Thank you very much, Mamta. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you joining me live today. Have you had your supper, Mamta? Have you had your supper? Keep Salim, thank you very much for joining me live today. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, Irshad Muhammad. Thank you very much for Irshad. I really appreciate you joining me live today. Mamta, have you had your supper? S-U-P-P-E-R. I'm doing good, sir. I'm doing good, sir. Mamta, thank you, sir. Welcome, Mamta. Have you had your supper? Have you had your supper? Mamta, how's your family doing? How's your sister doing, Mamta? Irshad, Salim, hello, sir. Hello to you too. Good evening. Good evening to every man, Jacob. Good evening to all and sundry. Good evening to one and all. Thank you very much, all you people out there, for joining me live today. No, sir. Mamta. No, I haven't had my supper. I haven't had my supper yet, Mamta. Well, I thought of going live at least for half an hour today. I will have my supper after this live session. Thank you very much. How's your family doing, Mamta? How's your family doing? I'm doing fabulous. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it joining me live today, Mamta. Thank you very much for joining me live today. Thank you very much. How's your sister doing? I'm talking about your sister. How's your sister doing? Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening to one and all. Good evening to every man, Jacob. Good evening to all in Sandbury. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my domain. Welcome to Learn English with KMD.A, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. This is a very own professional spoken English trainer from Learn English with KMD.A, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. I've decided to go live today. I've decided to go live for half an hour. I've decided to go live for 30 minutes. I've decided to go live for half an hour. I've decided to go live for 30 minutes. All you people out there, don't be chicken. What are you people waiting for? Come and join me a large number. All you got to do is, well, very simple job. You need to answer a very simple question of mine. How are you doing today? The answer is, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you very much. What about you? My sister is also fantastic, sir. Thank you very much, Mamta. I really appreciate it joining me live today. Where are you, Mamta? Where are you? Are you at hostel? Where are you? Mamta, I am talking to you. I'm addressing you. It's been, more than 2 months. It's been more than 2 months. Mamta, where are you? Are you at hostel? My sister is also doing fantastic. I'm going back to Ishaq Muhammad. Ishaq, have you had your supper? Rahil, is that your real name? Is Rahil your real name? Thank you, Rahil. Thank you very much for joining me live today. Oh, I'm real very sorry, Shad. I'm real very sorry. Well, thank you very much for joining me live today, Shad. Well, your nephew, yes, your nephew is watching me live today, and you want me to talk to him, right? Rahil, hello, Rahil. Good evening, Rahil. How are you doing today, Rahil? How are you doing today? Thank you, Rahil. Thank you very much for joining me live today. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it joining me live today. Rahil, thank you very much. How are you doing today, Rahil? How are you doing today? I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. What about you? Manta, you are at home summer holidays for 1 month. Oh, that sounds fabulous. That sounds fabulous, right? So you are with your family. Your sister is with your family. And I personally believe that you are having whale of time. You are having fabulous time with your family. Right. Have great fun, Mamta. Have great fun. Ishad, thank you very much for joining me live today. Really appreciate it joining me live today. I'm coming back to you, Ishad. Have you had your supper? Have you had your supper? And I've got one more question to ask you, Ishad. How old is your nephew? How old is your nephew? Well, you're talking about your nephew, and I've got another question to ask you, Ishad. Is that a boy or a girl? Nephew is a boy. Okay, your brother's son or your sister's son, Ishad. Your brother's son or your sister's son. And how old is your nephew? He's 2 years old. Oh, that's great. He's 2 years old. So is he your brother's son or your sister's son, Ishad? Brother's son or sister's son? Mamta, sir, I need to speak with you. I don't have your number, sir. Yes, I'll call you. I have your contact number with me, Mamta. I'll call you. Thank you very much, Mamta, for joining me live today. Thank you very much. Now, Mamta, I want you to answer the simple question of mine. Where are you right now? Which place are you right now? Now, I want you to give me the name of your village. He's my sister's son, right? Your nephew is your sister's son. Right, Irshad, I am addressing you right now. I'm talking to you right now. I want you to listen to me with rapt attention. I want you to be all ears to me because I'm talking about your nephew here. Well, when we use the word particular, when we use the particular word nephew, there would be a lot of confusion that whether you're talking about your brother's son or your sister's son. Then we have two different words in English language here. If you are talking about your brother's son, then you better go with fraternal. Fraternal. Fraternornal. Fraternal nephew or nephew. Fraternal nephew is your brother's son is shot. If you are talking about your brother's son, then he is your fraternal nephew. Are you getting my point? Are you able to understand? Are you following me, Irshad? If you're following me, I want you to do me a favor by sending thumbs up. Send me thumbs up so that I can understand that you're following me, you are listening to me with rapt attention, and you are all ears. I'm sorry. Isha, thank you very much. Nandel, right, thank you very much, Mamta. Really appreciate it. Joining me live today and really appreciate your messages. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm ecstatic. I am on cloud nine. I am happy as box of bed. My joy is no bounds because one of my engineering students by name Mamta has joined me live today. Thank you very much, Mamta. I really appreciate it joining me live today. And I'm joined by Irshad. Thank you very much, Irshad, for sending thumbs up. Well, I'm talking about your brother's son. If you are talking about your brother's son, you need to go with the word fraternal. And how do we spell the word fraternal? Fraternornal. Fraternal nephew. Remember, you are talking about your brother's son. Fraternal nephew. But the boy you are talking about right now, who's 18, the boy who you're talking about right now, who's 12 years old and who's sitting right next to you and listening to me or watching me live today is not your brother's son, he is your sister's son. Now, do we have a specific word to talk about your sister's son? Yes, we have. And that word is sororo nephew. Are you getting my point, Irshad? Sororo. Sororal. Sororo nephew. You are sitting with your sororo nephew right now. Your sororo nephew is sitting right next to you and watching me live today. Your sororo nephew is 12 years old and you wanted me to say something to your sororo nephew in order to encourage him. Am I right, Irshad? Hope you got my point. If you got my point, I want you to do me another favor by saying, this time, not just one thumbs up, Irshad, more than one thumbs up if you are getting my point. So we have used two different words here, fraternal nephew and sororo nephew. The word fraternal talks about your brother's son, and the word sororo talks about your sister's son. And the same rule is applicable for niece as well. If you are talking about your brother's daughter, you better say fraternal niece. If you are talking about a sister's daughter, you better say sororo niece. Thank you very much, Irshad. Really appreciate your joining me live today. Yes, you got the correct spelling. You got the correct spelling. Congratulations. That's the word I want you to use. So you are sitting with your sororo nephew right now and watching me live. Thank you very much. Sororo nephew, is it correct, sir? Yes, it's correct. It's absolutely correct on your part to say sororo nephew. Remember, there's two words. Fraternal nephew and sororo nephew. Irshad, please tell me something about yourself. Where are you from? Are you from Katnul? If you're from Katnul, where exactly are you from Katnul? Are you from Old Town? Are you from Enorpeda? Are you from Santosh Nagar? Are you from A Camp, B Camp, or C Camp? Where exactly are you from, Irshad? Are you from Katnul? If you're from Katnul, where exactly are you from Katnul? Going back to Mamta. Thank you, sir. Welcome, Mamta. I really appreciate you joining me live today. It's been more than 2 months. It's been more than 2 months, right, Mamta? Thank you very much for joining me live today. I wish you all the best. I wish you lots and lots of luck and best wishes from my side, Mamta. May you excel in your career. May you do fabulous in your career. May you prosper and blossom in your career, Mamta. My good wishes and blessings are always with you, Mamta. May God bless you. Ishad Mohammed, sir. I'm from Kernel and I'm your old student from Sri Lakshmi Skill. Ishad Mohammed, and I am living in Ganesh Nagar right now. Happy to hear that you are one of my old students and you are from Kernel and you are native of Kernel and you are living in the vicinity of Ganesh Nagar right now. Thank you very much, Irshad. Irshad, are you a student or are you doing some sort of job or are you a software engineer? What are you doing, Irshad? What kind of job are you doing? What do you do for a living, Irshad? What do you do for a living, Irshad? I'm going back to Mamta. Mamta, thank you so much, sir. Always pleasure to talk to you, Mamta. Thank you very much, Mamta, for joining me live today. Mamta, I guess your father is a farmer, right? Is your father a farmer? Does your father do farming, Mamta? Yes, sir. My father does farming. Yes, sir. My father does farming. No, sir. My father doesn't do farming. I am talking to you, Mamta. I believe that your father is a farmer, right? Does your father do farming, Mamta? Right now, I am working as a medical Irshad representative in a pharma company, which is okay. Irshad, right? One of my old students, right? If I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, Irshad. I guess you're from KMD.A Garden, right? A couple of years ago, if I'm not wrong, you were dwelling in the vicinity of KMD.A Garden. And you happened to approach me for a spoken English, for live spoken English classes, online spoken English classes, if I'm not wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Irshad. Mamta, yes, sir, my father does farmer. Yes, your father does farming, right? Mamta, how are your friends doing? How are your friends doing? Right, so you are enjoying your summer vacation and you know, or you are far away from your hostel, you are far away from your school, from your college, from Ashoka Women's Engineering College, from engineering college, you're far away from your roommates, from your friends, from your juniors and from your seniors. Are you in contact with them, Mamta? Are you in touch with them? Or are you in contact with them? How are your classmates doing? How are your classmates doing? Mamta, I want you to do me a favor. After holidays, when you get back to college, I want you to take this message of mine to all those girls, to all your classmates. I want you to tell them that my blessings and good wishes are always with them, and I want them to excel in their life. I want you to take this message of mine to your friends when you go back to college after 1 month vacation. That good, sir. Thank you very much. Mamta, have you had your supper? You said no. When do you have your supper? When do you usually have your supper? And when do you hit the sack, Mamta? When do you hit the sack? I guess you are a night owl. Yes, you are a night owl. Are you a night owl, Mamta? If you are a night owl, I want you to answer this simple question of mine right away by saying, yes, sir, I'm a night owl. And when do you hit the sack? When do you go to bed? I'm going back to Irshad Mohammed. Irshad Mohammed happens to be one of my old students, one of my students. He happens to be from the school where I worked as a spoken English trainer for more than 17 years as a spoken English trainer, as a language trainer. And I'm glad, I am ecstatic, I'm on cloud 9 that I'm joined by one of my old students, Mr. Irshad Ahmed. And I'm also happy that I'm also joined by his Sororo nephew, who's sitting right next to him and watching me live today. Hello, 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 Rahil, if I'm not wrong. Richard, correct me if I'm not getting his name correct. Is that Rahil who's sitting right next to you and watching me live today? Hi, Rahil. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing pretty well. Thank you very much, Rahil, for joining me live today. Mantha, I am night owl, sir. Yes, I know you are a night owl, and you hit the sack. When do you hit the sack, Mantha? When do you hit the sack? Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I will say to all my friends, thank you very much, Mantha. Really appreciate it joining me live today. Thank you very much. Well, hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening to every man, Jacoby. Good evening to all and Sandra. Good evening to one and all. Ishad, thank you very much. Yes, sir. Rahil and Ryan are watching you right now. Thank you very much, Ryan and Rahil, for watching me live today. Ishad, I am on Instagram, and you gotta message me on Instagram. You gotta message me. You gotta text me on Instagram. Please follow me on Instagram, Irshad. You gotta text me. You gotta message me on Instagram. Learn English with KMD. You gotta text me. You gotta message me on Instagram. Please follow me on Instagram. And Irshad, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon and like my videos and share my videos with your kids and kin. Thank you very much, Rahil and Ryan, who happens to be the rural nephews of Irshad, who happens to be one of my old students. He happens to be from the school where I worked as a spoken English trainer for more than 17 years. Irshad, was dwelling in the vicinity of Garden a couple of years ago. Right now, he's dwelling in the vicinity of Balaji Nagar, and he happens to be a medical rep by profession, and he happens to be one of my old students. Thank you very much, Mamta. Thanks for coming live, sir. Oh, thank you very much, Mamta, for joining me live today. I really appreciate it joining me live today. 21 minutes have gone by. All you people out there, don't be chicken. Come and join me live today. Come and join me large number. If you have any sort of queries or questions or any sort of doubt, I'm here to clarify your doubt. I'm here to ameliorate your speaking skills. I'm here to train you, guide you, and show you the right path, make you people walk on the right path. I keep reiterating my students, I'm also happy, I'm also feeling ecstatic, I'm on cloud 9 because I'm joined by one of my students from engineering college, Mantha, who happens to be from a village nearby, Nindal. She happens to be one of my students from an engineering college. As far as this brilliant girl, as far as this courageous girl, Mantha, is concerned, she is wonderful. She speaks brilliant English. She comes from a village, but she speaks fabulous English. She has the confidence, and she never ever hesitates to communicate in English. That's the best thing about Mamta. Keep doing it, Mamta. Keep doing it. My good wishes and blessings are always with you. So you did not said anything and went away from the college. Okay, Mamta, I don't think that this is the right platform to talk about all these things. I promise you that I will definitely call you on your number, and we will have a conversation on telephone. I don't think that this is the right platform, or this is the platform to talk about all those things, but I really appreciate your concern. Thank you very much, Mamta. Thank you very much for showing concern. Ishad, thank you very much for joining me live today. Thank you, sir. 23 minutes have gone by. All you people out there, 7 minutes more to go. As I made it very clear at the beginning of this session that I decided to go live only for half an hour. I've decided to go live only for 30 minutes, and it's been more than 23 minutes since I've come live. 23 minutes have gone by and 7 minutes more to go. What are people waiting for? Don't be chicken. Come and join me in large number and learn to speak grammatically correct English. I keep reiterating my students. I keep telling my students time and again that success is not something, progress is not something that can be pulled out of a hat. It requires a lot of hard work. Yes, you heard me correct. It requires a lot of hard work. Hard work alone is my watchword for Mamta. Hard work alone is my watchword for Ishad Mohammed. Hard work alone is my watchword for all you people out there, for my colleagues, for my students, for my followers, and for all those people out there. Keep working really very hard. And if you have that burning desire, if you have the burning desire to speak impeccable English, if you have the burning desire to speak grammatically correct English, then you need to work really very hard. Always remember one thing, that a good listener can become a good speaker, but a good speaker can be a good listener. If you have the burning desire to speak impeccable English, then you need to be a good listener. Everything depends on your listening ability. If you're a good listener today, you become a good speaker tomorrow. If you're a bad listener today, you become a bad speaker tomorrow. If you're an average listener today, you become an average speaker tomorrow. If you are a mediocre listener today, you become a mediocre listener tomorrow. Now the ball is in your court, all you people out there. The ball is in your court. It's up to you to decide whether you want to be a good listener and a good speaker, you want to be a bad listener and a bad speaker, if you want to be an average listener or average speaker. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mamta. Thank you very much, Dr. KMD.A Akram, sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Akram, for joining me live today. I really appreciate you joining me live today. Thank you very much. How are you doing today, Dr. Akram? How are you doing today, sir? I am doing pretty well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for connecting live today, for being part of my live session today. Thank you very much, Dr. Akram. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty well. We want to talk to you regularly to develop our language. Thank you very much for your compliment, Dr. Akram. Right? So I have decided to go live almost every day. I'm spending a lot of time on YouTube. I've decided to go live every day in the morning, morning at 10 to 11, I run or I take spoken English classes, live spoken English classes in Hindi, and apart from that, I also come live and try to communicate with students in English whenever I get time, whenever my busy schedule permits me, and I also post reels, I also post videos and on grammar, on advanced vocabulary. I am leaving no stone unturned to reach all you people out there. I am trying every trick in the book to become a successful YouTuber. All I need is your good wishes and blessings and support, Dr. Akram, Mamta, and Ishad Mohammed. Thank you very much, sir. My Sororal nephew wants to know your name. Please introduce yourself once again. So, Mamta, next when you come again for live, sir, we want to talk to you. Yes. Mamta, as far as my live session is concerned, nothing is fixed here. Whenever I find time for my busy schedule, I come live. So nothing is fixed here as far as my live session is concerned. As far as my everyday live session, spoken English live session, spoken English live classes are concerned, I come at 10 o'clock in the morning every day, 10 to 11 in the morning every day, except Saturday and Sunday. No spoken English classes, live spoken English classes on weekends, but you can be the part of those spoken English classes on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But let me tell you one thing, my dear Mamta, who happens to be my student from engineering college, and who happens to be one of my brilliant students, who happens to speak brilliant English, that these live sessions are not going to be useful to you because I teach everything in Urdu. I teach everything in Hindi. You may find really very hard to understand the content, but I come live every day at 10 o'clock. Thank you very much. Irshad, coming back to you. 2 minutes more to go. Hello. Good evening, Rayan. Good evening, good evening, Rayan, and good evening, Rahil and Rayan. Good evening. Good evening to both of you. Or good evening to Rahil and good evening to Rayan. Thank you very much for joining me live today. This is your very own professional spoken English trainer, KMD Yunus Rayan. KMD Yunus Rahil. Thank you very much for joining me live today. Thank you very much, Rayan. Thank you very much, Rahil. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and all you people out there, thank you very much for joining me live today. Exactly 1 minute more to go for me to call it a day. Take your leave, to say bye, to bid adieu, and call it a day. Just 1 minute more to go. Once again, I'd like to convey my heartfelt thanks to one of my students from Engineering College, Mamta Somula. Thank you very much for joining me live today. And I'd like to convey my heartfelt thanks to Ishad Muhammad and my love to his cerebral nephews, Rayan and Rahil. Thank you very much for joining me live today. And I'd like to convey my heartfelt thanks to Dr. KMD Akram sir as well for joining me live today. All you people out there, thank you very much. With that, it's time for me to call it today. Thank you very much. Have a nice thanks a lot. Do take a very good care of yourself and do take a very good care of your health. I leave you with a promise that I shall meet you again, the same platform, the same channel, Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Signing off, your professional spoken English trainer. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Take care. Thanks a lot.